Hello, what is up, everybody? My name is your boy Woodley. If this is your first time you happen to be seeing or hearing about me, I'm a streamer on Twitch, and I just got done. I just got done with a 10-day, 24/7 hour subathon. I streamed for 24 hours for 10 days in a row during a subathon. To anybody who doesn't know what that is, every sub adds 5 minutes to the stream. So to give you an example, somebody gives 50 subs, boom, each sub is 5 extra minutes. But essentially, this video is going to be some of my takeaways from that, how I feel as a human, and kind of how I feel as a person at the end of it all, and how it affected me, how it affected my kids, my family, things like that. I feel like, why not? Throw it into the YouTube sphere, throw it into the nether. In case anybody's curious how this might affect the mind, or affect anyone in general who might be going through this. So I will say, off the rip, I am kind of like a scatterbrained person, right? I mean, if you catch me on stream, I'm like this. So look, here on YouTube, I'm like this too, right? So I'm not going to be doing a lot of editing. It's not really my style. I kind of just like the free flow and go with whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm saying. So I might trip up my words. You just never know. I'm not trying to be super fancy out here. Either way, I want to talk to you guys about how it felt for that whole subathon. So some of the takeaways, I'll go ahead and get into it. I have some stuff jotted down so I don't forget, right? So essentially, why would I want to do a subathon, right? The big motivator for why I wanted to do a subathon really came down to the fact that I wanted a way to get a house for my kids. I'm a single dad of 3 kids, and the thing is, at the end of the day, I have consistent revenue right on Twitch, but you have to do different things to try and get savings, to get a lump sum of something. We're not blessed. I can't ask my boss for a raise, right? I can't do that. I can't just be like, hey, boss, can I have a raise, please? It doesn't work that way. So I was like, we'll do this subathon. Hopefully, if it goes well, I'll find a way to get to that place of hopefully being able to get my kids a house. And it went fantastic. We ended up with 2,831 subs. It ended up being a little bit more than 10 days. It ended when I was falling asleep, or I guess, I was already sleeping. And that sucks, but at the same time, look, it is what it is. It has to happen. I abided by the rules. I didn't want to pause the timer or anything, to be fair. So it went well and went great. But guys, what's some positives? What's some negatives, right? Let's go ahead and jump into that. So positives. First positive I got written down is it showed what kind of streamer and community I have. I think that's a big thing. I think, for a while, if you ever caught my streams, I kind of do mainly shoutcasting, which, look, I love doing it, right? I kind of bring an esport vibe to whatever I am streaming. And people love it, and I love doing it, okay? But what's different with when I was 24 hours streaming was I was playing games, and I was seeing my community come out and support me when I'm playing games and I'm doing other things, and we're kind of just chilling. And I think that was one of my biggest takeaways was like, for a while, I have slight imposter syndrome. I sit there and think, oh God, people only want to watch me because I'm shoutcasting. I mean, I've been doing it for over a year, almost a year and a half at this point. So you get in your head like that, or at least I do, right? So it was nice to see that the community really did have fun doing other things. So that was nice. The second thing is I fell back in love with my favorite game, which is New World. I mean, look, I've always loved the game. And I got nothing but love for the game. It's a lot of fun, but during the subathon, I started playing it again, and next thing I know, I wanted to play so many different games, and I couldn't. I just was addicted to playing the PvP in New World, and that's what I love most. But still, that was crazy for me. I was like, holy hell. I was like, I'm falling in love with this. I can't stop playing. I wanted to play other games during the subathon, and here I am just playing New World, which is great. I love it. And I had 2 days off. I still hopped on and played some OPRs. Like, I can't stop. Which is great because I have nothing but love for the community and game, and it does just go to show why I love being here and how appreciative that I am here. This game has honestly changed my life, and I still love it to this day. So that's a takeaway of mine, to see that I can still fall in love and be in love. Now be in love with my game is awesome. Another positive is I think this will help me grow more and have more personal contact with my community. Whenever I shoutcast, I don't really have the ability to always talk to the people that are in the chat. I talk to them, but I don't, I'm always doing something. I got to avert my attention. I have to go somewhere else. And now, because that I can see this, when people come in the chat, we can have more, personal conversations. We can get to know each other a little bit more. And I like that. I think that's awesome. And I think that's something that, I can't necessarily do with the shoutcast. So that was really cool. It was a good takeaway. I met a lot of amazing people throughout this subathon as well. I'm streaming at different times, so we had a lot of new people kind of coming into the stream and catching a vibe, hanging out with your boy, and it was a good time. People I never saw at the beginning of the subathon, all of a sudden, day 3, 4, 5, 6, they're there every day. I love that shit. That's what I love. I love seeing it. So that was really cool. Yeah. And then obviously financially, right? I mean, it was a fantastic outcome. So I can't be upset. Like, it was amazing. Like I said, financially it's going towards my house, and I promise that you guys can quote me on this. You guys can hold it. I'll be like, Willie, if it's not, there's no some weird thing like you're going to catch Willie in a Lambo, or, and doing something stupid. Look, I'm a very simple guy. Okay. I just want a house for my kids. All right. It's really simple. As soon as that happens, I can think about the next move, but that's my goal in life. So that, that is awesome. And a lot of that is going, almost all of it is pretty much going straight into savings. So thank you guys for that. Now, to get a little personal and intimate with some of the feelings about it all. So this is going to be more like intimate feelings about being on stream for 24 hours a day. A positive about that is it gave me a purpose. It really did. It was a good distraction. You guys know, a lot of you guys know, I've been kind of going through a personal thing this year with, breakup and things like that. And this stream kind of made it to where, holy hell, like, I'm distracted. I got to go stream. Let's go play some games. Oh, the subathon's moving. What's the next goal? And it kind of kept my brain busy. And that was awesome. It did make me feel like I had a purpose, and I was doing something that was distracting, and I didn't have time for those other thoughts to kick in. So that was awesome. And then obviously, it did make me feel less lonely. It's weird. It was weird at first thinking people are watching me on stream, but waking up and having people to talk to and people saying, hi, Willie. It's like, dude, it's beautiful. It's awesome. You guys are real people. These are real people that are excited to see me waking up. And some days when you don't feel like waking up yourself, things like that can kind of motivate you. So there was definitely that. The positive side of all of it was definitely that, right? Just really coming down to the fact that I felt less lonely. I had my community. I had my friends. We were hanging out, playing games, talking, laughing, having fun. Like, that was the big thing. And that's beautiful. I love that. Now, to get to some of the cons, we'll talk about some of the cons here. So some of the cons, the first 3 days of getting out of my routine was miserable. It was miserable. Look, I was having fun, but the first 3 days was the hardest because I was stuck in a routine, right? I was doing my routine. I had a method. I had a rhythm. I had all this stuff. And then out of nowhere, boom, that's not the case, right? So, it was jarring, and especially for my sleep. I slept really bad the first couple days just because the lights were on. I knew people were watching me. I kind of had that thought in the back of my head, like, oh God, you know what I mean? People are staring. Am I going to fart? No, I'm kidding. I had the mic muted, so you want to hear me fart if I did fart. But no, we did see some funny moments with my leg. Look, there's a lot of things that can and did happen, but that was a thing, right? That was something for me that was hard to get used to, was the sleeping aspect. I guess another thing is not being able to see my family and friends. I am a person who I like to call my family. I like to see my friends. I don't have much friends in real life, sad face. But I do, I love talking on the phone with my family and friends. And I felt like I wasn't able to do that Obviously, 10 days a while, it's the time to hang out with somebody, it's something like that. And that did not happen. It is what it is though, but that was a little something. Another one was the lack of sleep due to the kids and the stream. Now, you guys know I'm a single dad of 3, and if you guys popped in during the stream, my kids are running around. I'm trying to parent. It's hard to fully parent when you're on stream. That's just how it goes. I am lucky to have a community that understands that, right? Like you'll hear a baby crying in the background, like they're kids. I could, you know what I mean? I could be holding them and he's just having a moment. There's only so much you can do as a parent, but obviously I wish I could have been doing more during the subathon. And that was one thing that was hard. So I think next time I definitely will find a babysitter. Next subathon, I'm going to try and find a sitter, no matter how much it costs, and just be like, hey, until this subathon ends, I'll pay you whatever, because it'll make it where I can focus more on the subathon. Another con was my internet. My internet kept cutting out and reconnecting, and if anybody who's a streamer in the space knows, that can be deadly for certain for streamers, right? I mean, you build up viewers and lurkers and things like that, and especially during a subathon, it kept disconnecting every 2-3 hours. So those people are gone. I'm not in the high top of the directory anymore. I mean, it was kind of a pain. It sucked. It sucked to feel like my momentum kept kind of getting shafted. So that's something, before next subathon, I need to make sure my internet is at least stable enough to handle it. This time, I mean, it was just poorly timed. I had to do it. But it is what it is. It's how it goes. Really though, that's about all the cons. I mean, that's all the cons. I feel like there's more positives than there was negatives, in my personal opinion. I had a really good time. At the end of the day, like I said, I did have probably a better time than a worse time. One takeaway is, yes, guys, if you guys made it this far in the video, I am going to be changing my schedule around. So I had so much fun during the day streams that I am going to be changing that. I will be streaming during the day a lot of times throughout the week. We'll all see if I can get more of a set schedule, but just check it out. I'll look at my Discord, things like that. I will send out that notification and check Twitch. I'll be there. Again, I plan on being live a little bit more during the day, interacting with my community a little bit more, and having fun. Hold up. Look, I'm jibber jabbering, dude. I need some water. But yeah, it was a good time. Overall, I think I had a more positive than negative effect. The biggest thing though to end it off with was, it was kind of shocking to come back to the real world. That's the thing. After the 10 days, it was extremely shocking. It's hard. I mean, I'm only on day 2 after it, and you feel like you lose something. At least I do. I feel like I just feel like I lost. It's like I miss hanging out with my friends. It's like, what do I do? I mean, I'm obviously, I'm red because I went fishing with my brother today. We caught some fish. I went to the park with my kids. I'm doing my dad stuff, but it still feels like, man, I miss my community. I miss my stream. And maybe that's just because I care a lot. I care a lot about you guys, and I care a lot about my career and the future. And I want to be the best, and you guys can hear it here. This is just the start. I want to be the best. I want to be the biggest streamer with the best community. I want to show that an average person, just a normal guy, can change their life and do something amazing. And I've already done that. But I want it to be bigger. And this is just the start, guys, for your boy Willie. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's been some of my thoughts about it all. Don't forget to hit that sub, like, and check me out on Twitch. If you guys ain't on Twitch, it's your boy Willie on Twitch. I love you guys, and I'll see you another time. Peace.